Going on, you guys? Like, welcome you guys to the channel. It's your boy Big Dog back with another one take review. Today I got one for the series on Amazon called Wheel of Time. And yes, this will contain spoilers, but I won't really go too much into detail about the entire series. I just want to pretty much get my overall thoughts on it, just like as a whole, because I really did enjoy it, and I knew I had already previously recorded a review for it, but I was going back and like watching it, and I really just didn't like it because I seemed to be going through like so many details of the story, and I just wasn't enjoying it. I was actually bored myself. So this is technically not a one take. This is the second take on this show. But the reason I like this show is because the first episode is kind of like hooks you in. I do think like the momentum kind of like slows down after that first episode, but you discover like, hey, there's this group, there's this person that's going to be born that's able to either help save the world or destroy the world from the dark one. I think it's the dark one. And so you have this woman, Moiraine, who's out here looking for this person. And there's four potential candidates, as she initially thought. And she takes them, and like, of course, they get attacked by this group of Trollocs, this giant beast. And it's like, hey, we have to leave. Okay, cool. So they set on this journey. One, you don't know who the dragon is going to be. We end up finding out there's another person who could potentially be the dragon, who's also from same village. You have a relationship between two of these characters. You have a character going through something because he's killed his wife. You have another character who's missing his sisters and didn't really ever want to leave the village in the first place. Not only that, he seems to be more drawn to the dark side. And you have a character that's potentially could be an Aes Sedai, a naive character. So it's like so many different journeys that these characters can take. Now, for the most part, by the end of this thing, we see that Rand was the person who was the dragon, and it felt like, hey, you knew you was dragon the whole time. Like, why were you like hiding from yourself? The thing I loved about that scene, about the show in general, is that I feel like you kind of could have figured Rand wasn't because he seemed like the main character type vibe. But at the same time, I think the show kind of gave me the vibes, considering the fact that all of the characters seem to be connected in one way or another. It's like, okay, it can be any of them or it could be all of them at the same time. Because they even talked about a time where there were actual two people that was born. And so it's like, and I think that still has a part to play in it down the line because those five are so heavily connected. Because when we talking about, they were talking to like the seer, I guess I want to call it. So I'm just like, there is a way they can do this later on down the line. It's like, okay, this is different, and I like the fact that like nothing's really just black and white because you have the Aes Sedai are a group of women who some of them look out for you, some of them technically want to kill you because they don't think men deserve the power because hey, men are the people who did this in the first place. Y'all don't deserve the power. You have it, we're gonna kill you. You also had the black guy who dressed in white, can't remember exactly who he was, but he was out here cutting off Aes Sedai's hand. Like, hey, I don't trust in y'all, I trust in the light. You know what I'm saying? I think it was called the Light, not Lord of Light. I think it was just the Light, not Lord of Light. Um, so yeah, I like to see him get his just due because even when we first saw him, he was just burning somebody alive. I'm just like, I don't know exactly the reasoning for doing it, but if it was maybe if it would have been a red, I said that I might not have tripped. Bit my tongue. I might not have tripped so much, but I don't think it was, and I think he was just killing them literally because they had that certain power, which I wasn't a fan of. But on the other thing about him though, I don't think he's actually dead either, because he was only stabbed in the shoulder or like in this area. Granted, there's like something you can hit in here and you pull out, blood gonna squirt everywhere. But he was stabbed, and I don't think the wolves attacked him. I like Perrin's whole thing, where Perrin is like he's like traumatized from killing his wife, which was an honest mistake. But you don't care, like you accidentally kill a friend or like your lover. You know what I'm saying? That's not something you just like. Oh, okay, my bad. I actually didn't try to do that. I'll be able to get over this. No, like you're pretty much. Like you're traumatized, like as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel for him. But not only that, he also had feelings for Egwene. So I was just like, damn, bro, I was looking like, damn, that's kind of messed up, bro. Like, like that's supposed to be your boy, And then I'm just like, damn, that was just like a weird thing to kind of put in that, in my opinion. It's just everybody had something interesting going, and like the further the show built to like more things, I'm just like, I didn't know which, if somebody could die per se, or if they would die when at the end when you think Naive's dead. I'm just like, damn, that's messed up. And then you see, because more and more things are just being exposed. Like you saw how powerful Naive was, then you see her die. You also saw her heal, and you saw all the different powers for each one of them. You saw Egwene heal her at the end, which I actually did enjoy because I feel like we still have to do more with Egwene's character before we just take out. We get to see the moment Egwene thought she not Egwene, Naive thought she used the one power to like fight back the people in like the not a portal, but it's the little walkway that they was on. You know that they told them, hey, don't use the one power here, and we saw that it was actually Rand who did it. So I'm just like, damn, it's just so many different things. And Matt staying back was probably one of the craziest things. I'm like, damn, he really just gonna let them go without it? But I see because it feels like he's. I don't know if he was doing that for his sake or for theirs. I don't know if he felt like, hey, I'm going down a different path from you guys, or it's just like I don't want to do this with you. It doesn't feel right to me. Like I don't know exactly where Matt was and where his head's at, but I think that just helps with moving forward towards the season. Not only that, it's like Moiraine no longer has the power anymore. Um, she gonna tell them that Rand is dead. What is Rand going off to? And one of the best cliffhangers, one of the best parts about the season finale, the cliffhanger, was actually the ships that was coming in, and that they obviously had some Aes Sedai. I'm assuming those were Aes Sedai or just a group of warriors who know how to use the one power. And they had this little girl on the beach, and they sending. Last thing we see is this big ass tidal wave coming about to hit her. I don't think that's actually going to work. I don't know why, but I think there's something special about that little girl because I kind of feel like you could have literally put anything right there. I feel like you could have put an animal right there. You didn't have to have an actual little girl right there in order for that scale to work. You could have put like a random goat or something walking by. But they chose to put that little girl. I think that she is incredibly powerful and is going to completely wipe out that entire fleet. Or at the very least, that tsunami is not going to touch her. That's just a prediction that I have. I really enjoyed this show. I like the world building. I enjoyed the characters. Each of them had something different that you can like or dislike about them, which I appreciated. So yeah, Wheel of Time is a nice watch. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend you give it a chance. I had my cousin. I told him about it because he was just like, I was like, man, I think I enjoyed The Witcher. The Wheel of Time season 2. Wheel of Time more than I enjoyed The Witcher season 2. He started watching. He's just like, man, when did this actually get good? Before I was able to text him back, he said, never mind. I'll talk to you when I'm finished. This shit just got amazing. So if you need to, give it a little time. But I think I was pretty much like locked in from the very jump. I think obviously it's gonna be different for everybody. But if you have seen it already, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.